Hey everybody, we're live, and this is Steve Lennon, and I'm going to go over and talk about another website theme for real estate agents I have, and I think this is a really nice one. This is a Gutenberg WordPress framework theme, and it's built on the newest Gutenberg. I'll get it right here. The newest Gutenberg website platform, which is part of WordPress. And I started using WordPress when it first started, probably, I don't know, 12, 13, 14, 15 years ago, more than likely. This is actually the most advanced one I've ever seen. It's actually modular. It's wonderful. It allows for very fast page speed load up a page on the internet and for people to see it. So what does that mean for real estate agents? Well, it means that they have the ability to be able to have their pages load fast, have their properties load fast, and have people want to stay on their websites longer, therefore have a larger adoption rate to their site and sign up and all that kind of stuff, and and have them get to know them and close some transactions. So let's go ahead and get into this particular theme. I'm going to go ahead and merge into it, and we'll go from there. Okay, we're in. So let's go ahead and talk about this theme. If you look at it right now, you can tell that it's very, very crisp, clean. It's got really nice lines. It's got very clear text, so people will clearly understand what people are saying in their offer. And so if you're an agent, you could have something like this. This is just a photographer agent, as you know. But what you can do is put your own haloed picture in here. Excuse me, your own picture in here and your own comment in here, and we could change out the background in the back here, and put this fogginess on the image to raise out and bring out the person yourself. You could also bring in your team. So if you want to bring in your team and have your team, a bunch of team members in here, smaller or some other type of picture, it all works. It looks good, and it's going to certainly sell you. So let's go ahead and scroll down the site and also look at the different tabs here. Okay, so let's talk about the first top here. If you look at the top here, it's very nice, very easy to read, and you can put your phone number and your contact information, your hours of service, that kind of stuff in here, in your location, primary location. One thing I'll show you is it does compress really nicely for many devices. I'll come back to that real quick here, just a second. I think what I'll do is I'll go into this first, and then we'll come back on that. So let's go down the page. So it's got several nice blocks here, very clean, nice colors. These colors can be changed out to reflect your company. So if you have a certain Pantone color that your company uses, we can use that as well. If that Pantone doesn't match the background here, then we can adjust it as needed. But you can tell how nice it looks, right? Look at that slider. It just looks really, really nice, doesn't it? And if they want to search property, we can put the property search here, and we can bring in your IDX integration from the IDX broker or any other MLS IDX plugin provider, and we can drop that in, and people can do searches and go directly to their search. We can also drop in the different properties in here. Now, if you look at the theme right now, like all themes that I tell you, what happens is this is a theme that was developed. It was developed for people who specifically do not have an IDX integration. So there are people all over the world in different parts, different countries and places where they don't have an MLS service. In the States we do, in Canada they do, Australia they do, but other places they don't. So this allows for a real estate agent in those cities or locations to be able to manually go inside and add the imagery, add the amenities, all that kind of stuff, and have it pull up into the front here. We can strip that out, and we can bring in your IDX feed and do the same thing and emulate the same sort of look. Okay, now that's all contingent upon your provider that you're using for your IDX integration. So, and then we can drop this in here, or we can take this out. So if you want to boast the type of people, how many people you've talked to, how many houses you've sold, all that kind of stuff, we can do that right here. FAQs. So let's talk about FAQs. This is what's called an accordion view. If I click on here, it opens it up. See? So you could have top 5 questions right here. FAQs top 5 questions or top 7 questions, and then have them answered. right here, or top 5 questions, which is a great way to get people engaged. And then right here you can put in your what do you call it, testimonials. So if you've got testimonials on Yelp or other places, we can bring those in here. We don't necessarily have to have the headshots of the people. We can drop something in there like a little house or something animated type of thing. Now down here, here's your contact information. It makes it really, really easy for people to get their contact information just by clicking on the button, right? As a company, we can leave some of these in, take some of these out, remove them completely, whatever you want to do in that case scenario. And then we'll put in your Google Maps in here for your office location. Google right now is a new, they've changed things. So the reason you're seeing this is because you have to actually create an account nowadays to be able to embed an image. You have to create an account with Google Maps, embed the image after that, and it will pull up based on you creating the account. And then down at the bottom here, we could have some type of logo here, your company name, some caption phrase, and any and all disclosures that you want to put in here for real estate purposes. And obviously your social connections down here as well. So let's go back up here, all the way to the top here. All right, so let's go to the About page. I guess that's a good start. So in the About page, we can actually put a picture of a person. We can take this out. We can put in some other type of picture in here, whatever you want, you know, and make it look nice, and then have your About section. Now, I would suggest to you that nowadays Google is looking at the About section with high level of credibility, meaning that they're going to give you a higher ranking if you have a detailed About Us type of page about your company versus somebody that just puts in a little tiny quip. They're doing that because they're up against other competition like Yelp and Google My Business, and that's their own company, obviously, but other companies that are citation-related directories. So they want you to put information in here that's relevant to you and your company, and that's going to get your site ranked higher against your competition in the space. So, okay, so let's go down to here. This is property locations, obviously one, you know. And we could take some of this out and just have it be an image. Most people, that's what they do. But if you have multiple offices, you want to create this theme for multiple offices, we certainly can put this stuff in here based on that. Now you have Meet Our Agents. On the Meet Our Agents section, you can basically put in your team, or you can put your individual agents in here. In this case, we've got a slider view. So that's how that's laid out there. Put your agents in here, put their basic information in here, and we can adjust this stuff related on the back end to meet your standards, whatever you need. Same thing as contact with us, and then we could have either a picture of somebody in here, or maybe a house in here, maybe a picture of a video in here that explains some things. All kinds of cool things we can do inside here with a nice call to action. Down we're at the bottom again, so let's go back up to the top. Now you can slow down, or you can stop this video at any time, and if you see something, kind of think about it and then turn it back on. You know, this is a live stream right now, but it will be available on my channel for everyone to see at any given time. Now look how nice and clean this is. I mean, it just really is a nice, clean look and feel, you know. So this is a property listings. We could have this be the advanced search section if we wanted to, or we could just have it as its own separate property listing section, or we can put the property listings just like you see here, or very similar, on the actual homepage in a section. We could use featured images. We can do specialization like condos, all condos, or all single family residents, or we can even go into a community and add it based on different communities. So if you are in a 4 or 5 city, 7 city radius, we can take all the community names, drop them in, and add them as links into the site where they can click on those links and go to those particular communities to look for homes for sale. Or we can do it on price range. Featured properties. Let's take a look at the featured property section here. Okay, so this is what the featured property section would be on this particular sample. We can certainly put this on the home page and add it in there as featured properties in the home page. And then we have for rent. So if you're adding your rentals from your IDX inside of here, we can certainly do that. We can create a rental page where how much rent per month, that kind of stuff, and add that into the platform as well. And then we have for sale. Now, this is just another way of saying luxury property or featured listings or whatever you want. It's just another way of doing it, right? So you could also, if you've got your own, let's say, listings that you have, and you've got 5 or 10 or 15 in the office, we could create a page where you could change out the different listings that you have and put them in here as our treasured listings or something like that. Let's go to the blog list. So what's important in today's world is to do blogging. And the reason you want to do blogging and send it out through the social signals and social networks is because you want to be able to beat your competition in the local area related to search and related to people finding information about your location, your communities from anywhere in the world as they come in and they want to reside there. So it's important to put blogging out both on video level, videos, to do written articles, to do imagery, to push those out to Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and Google and all the different places, right? And so it matters to have blogging. So I suggest that you do it on an ongoing basis. So let's go ahead and click on one of these here. You'll see what a blog page looks like. And you can see how nice and clean it looks, right? And then related posts. Okay, and then let's go into, let's go blog with a sidebar, blog grid with a sidebar. That's where it has this style look, which I happen to like as well. I think it's a nice looking look. Instead of having it just, one down or something, or 2 down, but do it this way with imagery. It's a nice look. We can certainly add the calculator, mortgage calculator. We can bring in your mortgage professionals if we wanted to, if you chose, that is. And we can do highlights in here. We can change this out so that it links to property descriptions, property types. So you could have land, you could have a single family residence, FHA, first-time home buyer, whatever we want in here. And let's go to the Contact Us page. And here's the direct Contact Us page right here. And once again, this here, we have to, when we build the site out for you, you'll create an account through Google. We'll send you a link on how to do it. And then once you create that account, we can go in and we can add the map in here, the map view for that. So log in and register. So what we would do in this case scenario, you see how nice that looks? We would add this particular piece integrated with the IDX broker or other IDX MLS plugin provider. And we would integrate it so it does a pop-up. And people would sign up within your site, start doing their searches, come back to it, be able to do more searches. And you, on the other side, you would be able to see the type of traffic, what they're doing, how much, what properties they're looking at, help them narrow down those properties and engage with them and start an email marketing campaign with them, that kind of thing. So it's relevant, it's important, and you should do it. So another thing you should do, I'll take you home here, back home here. One thing I suggest you do is you have a pop-up over here for, let's say, Facebook chat. Now, there are chat clients out there now that are integrated, so they'll have WhatsApp, they'll have your phone number, they'll have all kinds of different solutions all built into one, and that enables you the ability to be able to have them have choice, depending on what device they're on, to contact you immediately and to engage and you set them up and give them the information and hopefully start looking for properties right away. So that's how that would work. I'm going to go ahead and bring you over to where you can contact me. And if you'd like to contact me, you can always check out fiverr.com/SBLINNIN. And you can see that I do consultations and strategy sessions with real estate agents and others and help them build their websites and give them good ideas on what they should do, both long-term and short-term, related to their strategies and what they're doing. And I do have all 5 stars on that. I do take pride in giving them huge amounts of information in my 26 and a half years of experience in mortgage lending and my 31 years of experience as a real estate broker in Southern California. So I can certainly help you in formulating not just a website, but actually what should you do as a real estate professional because of my 3 decades of knowledge, in that particular area. So one thing I'm going to do here, give me a second. And Okay, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oop. I just lost what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to pull up. The heck? There we go. Okay. So I'm going to come back for a second because I forgot to give this to you. So I'm going to show you. So we're back into this. What I did is I basically took this site. I want to show you what it looks like compressed. So if you were to have it look like it's on a mobile device. So let's go ahead and compress this. So you'll see that it compresses nicely. So if you were on a tablet like an iPad Pro, okay, or a tablet PC, it just does, it compresses very nice. And it's made that way, and that has to do with the newest technology out there, the Gutenberg framework that I talked about earlier. It allows for it to be able to scale perfectly for whatever device you're on. See? So it just looks really, really nice on any device. Now you can imagine how that's going to look like when you have your listings in there and all your other information. And more people are using mobile devices as opposed to desktop or laptop. So it's imperative and important that you have the ability to have mobile. Well, this particular theme does have the highest and the newest standard in the industry. And I will say that I believe the last number I heard was 78% of all websites on the internet are WordPress. So what is that going to tell you? That's going to tell you that they're doing something right, correct? So and the advancements that they've made just recently in the last 12 months, 6 months are just amazing. So, and they're in the infancy stages of that. I can only imagine in the next 12 months more advancements that they're going to have in related to the Gutenberg platform, the Gutenberg theme framework. So let's get back over to how you can call me. So you can call me at this number if you choose, 949-648-7563. If I don't answer, I will. I may have stepped out. I might be working on a project. I might be with my team, that kind of stuff. But I will talk to you and do a strategy session and a consultation with you and help you define what it is you need. And you'll be surprised that sometimes you'll find out that I'll tell you not to do something, that, and I'll explain why, and you'll have a light bulb come up. And you say, well, thanks for giving me the information. So I pride myself on giving you quality information that's going to help you. If you're a new agent or even a seasoned agent that has been focusing on your business and you want to have a kick up, then it's great to talk to me, and I'll give you all kinds of ideas over and above the website development, because I do help agents from all over the place. I've done it for many, many, many years, both inside and outside the states, and certainly will help you. So that's how you do it. You can also reach me at stevelinen.net real quick, or you can go over to my other site, and I'll sum it up here. And I'm going to go ahead and bring you into this, and then we'll close it out. So if you go over here to stevelinen.com, this is my review site. This is where I actually put my reviews on an ongoing basis. And the reviews are not just some simple review. It's very detailed. I typically spend 15 to 25 minutes on a review. I spend about 3 hours in total, probably 2.5 to 3 hours, thinking about the review of the theme, what can be done. I go into that. I talk about all kinds of stuff, and I do a true review about it. So, and you can find out other reviews as well. So, hope you like this particular review. Get back with me if you have some questions, and I'll look forward to talking to you in the near future. Thanks for taking the time to watch the show. Take care.